sports. It's in the game.
EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From beautiful Pebble Beach, California, it's live second-round coverage of the AT&T Pebble Beach Pro-Am. Well, let's face it, Mother Nature's just showing off this week. Pebble Beach, one of the crown jewels of American sport in all its glory. As we look at the Friday leaderboard, Kevin Kisner is the leader. He's at 9 under. Our featured golfer, right in it, just a couple of shots off the pace. Yeah, that's a beauty there to get this second round underway. Walking the course today, let's bring in Nota Begay III.
Driver typically not the textbook play here, but executed to perfection, leaving a short iron for the approach.
And that's not exactly ideal. Far from a tap-in for his par.
You're being too kind. That's not at all ideal.
Well done. That is in for a par here at the first. And he'll stay a couple of shots off the lead. Frank, interestingly, this hole number 2 plays as a par 4 for the U.S. Open. It is a par 5. It's absolutely gettable, and players must take advantage.
Certainly, Rich. Off that back tee, really you've got to grab a driver. I know there's bunkers left and right, but the decision is whether that tee shot finishes in the fairway, because if it does, you're going to have a crack at this par 5 and 2. If it doesn't, then you play the layup.
Another good tee shot for him to start the round as he gets another fairway here at the second. Now a big spot here for something good. This is a short second to the par 5. Yeah, mission accomplished. On into, didn't fly it all the way there, but got enough release in good shape. This one just about straight at it for eagle. Oh boy, the pace was perfect. He just didn't quite want to go down. But what a well-played hole. Okay, no problems there. Finishing off a birdie at number 2. And fresh off a 65 in round 1, he'll move to 1 under for his round today. On to the 397-yard par 4 third, where some players drive it over the trees on the left to cut the dogleg, while others play it more conventionally. We'll remind you that coming up next week, we move from the serenity of the Pacific Ocean here at Pebble Beach to a scene that will be anything but calm. That is the Waste Management Phoenix Open down at TPC Scottsdale. Frank, I always think different venues, sort of different soundtracks. Pebble is crashing waves with Argyle sweaters. The Waste Management Phoenix Open, it's like a nightclub in Prague at about 2 in the morning.
I've been to Prague too, yeah. Except Prague doesn't have the 700,000 people. It's the greatest gate. Some say the greatest show on grass. It really is. That 16th hole, I'll tell you just one quick little story. Tom Watson, in his heyday with the late Bruce Edwards on the bag, it was the one hole he changed his routine. He would get Bruce to go ahead to the tee, all those people around, and he'd just say, give me the club and hit it. It was the one time he broke tradition. It's absolute frenzy at Scottsdale.
And this will be a 5-foot putt here. Nicely done. It is a par here at the 3rd. And he's going to remain 1 shot off the pace. Frank, this is where it becomes really obvious where you are. You're at Pebble Beach. There's the Pacific Ocean, and this begins that magnificent 7-hole stretch right along the ocean. A fun hole, not long, 331 yards up the hill. We're at the 4th.
Yeah, and each one of those 7 holes that you refer to, Rich, there's a common theme, which is don't look right. Because that's pretty much the ocean the whole way around. And this one here, that decision has to be made. 330 to the front of the green. If there's a hint of a breeze, you could try and drive it. Otherwise, really, you've got to worry about that pot bunker. It's between 230 and 250 yards. But as I first said, do not go right.
And you saw that one kick up some sand. It is indeed in the bunker. The tee shot collected here, now a short one for his 2nd. Okay, a good out, and that's what will remain for birdie. Yeah, that's a well-played hole. It's a birdie here at 4. And he's got it to 2 under for the round, 9 under now for the tournament. We arrive now at the 189-yard par 3 called the New Fit. Despite being redesigned by Jack Nicklaus late last century, the safest play here is to the left center of the green. All right, you take those all day long. On the green, chance for birdie coming up. We welcome in Iona Stephen. This, a putt for birdie.
And this is a putt that's probably a little slower than most people realize. Slightly up an incline with a little bit of movement to the left.
Yeah, that's a pretty good putt. Just a little bit off the mark. That one finished off. It is a par here at 5. and he'll stay at -9. Frank, here we are, another good scoring opportunity, the dramatic par 5 6th.
It's easy to have that view of Stillwater Cove on the right, but that, needless to say, is not the place to go. Those 5 bunkers down the left really determine your strategy off the tee. Plus, you're playing from elevation, nearly 20 yards extra off the tee. So that run out at 360 at the end of the fairway, believe me, that's in play.
Going to be watching this one intently. No fairway here, this one in that rough. From the rough, we check in with Noda.
Wild tee shot to the left of the fairway bunkers. Good news is that the water down the right is somewhat out of play. The bad news is can you get enough club on it to get it to the right level?
Has to be thrilled with that second shot here to the par 5. Frank got everything out of that.
Yeah, did well just to advance the ball so far down the fairway. And now a fairly straightforward third shot.
A 6-footer now for birdie. Okay, nicely played. That's in for birdie here at 6. And with it, he'll take over the top spot on the leaderboard here on this Friday. Moving on to the 106-yard par 3-7. One of the most beautiful holes in the world. Craggy rocks, blue skies, and the beckoning Pacific beyond. Absolutely breathtaking. There's a good illustration of the dangers of not getting on the right tier of these greens. That one rolled back quite a ways. Now, from long range, this for birdie. Yeah, he had a pretty good run at that, but it won't go down. Still pretty good from there. That one finished off. It'll be a par here at 7. And this will stay a one-shot lead. Frank, as you know, of all the sports played on land, golf's the one with the best views. This is as good as it gets, but you need to focus now on what's ahead of you. This 8th hole is a real challenge, isn't it?
It certainly is. The temptation is to pull the camera out, but really it's about what club you're going to pull off this tee. There's 2 runouts on the right side, about 250 yards, left side about 270, and really that white rock is a great indicator of the line.
came out funny and it started way left. So after the missed fairway, his second now from the rough at 8.
A little further right, a little further up. That would have been close.
That one just going to sneak on by. Okay, that in for par here at the 8th. And this will remain a one-shot advantage. We finished the front side with what is often considered the most difficult hole at Pebble Beach, 483-yard par 4 ninth, ocean, all down the right, and bunkers and deep rough on the left. No room for error here. This one working up the right side. And that will be more than adequate. It's safely into the fairway. From the fairway, Iona, this is second.
134 yards left to the flagstick today. Pin tucked in the front left-hand portion of the green today.
And a good approach shot, just not quite as close as what you'd like, but still solid.
This one going to require some pace back up the hill for birdie. Not quite online, and that'll drift a couple feet by. Just a tap in there for par at the 9th. And that is going to finish off a 3-under front side as they go out in 32. Now beginning the inward half here at Pebble Beach, and it is some start to this backside, Frank. A big, bold par 4. Once again running the entire length of the Pacific Ocean along the right.
Yeah, visually it's stunning, no doubt about that, with the world's largest hazard there on the right. So your mind does go to the left side of this fairway, but you don't want it to go too far left. Those 3 bunkers, they're very much in play. But really aim in the left side of this fairway because the fairway does kick to the right.
Looking for a strong finishing kick here on this Friday to get set up for the weekend, and that another good drive here. Pin cut back left here today as he stares down his second to the par 4.
and safely on deck. That's the main thing, but from that distance, really don't want to leave yourself like a knee knocker, like a 4 or 5 footer. So this first putt's going to have to be good.
Sensational. What a putt there from a long way out. That somehow goes down for a birdie. And he's opened up a 2-shot lead here in round 2. We head now to the 370-yard par 4 11th, where ideally you'd like to favor the left side of the fairway to open up the approach into one of the smallest greens at Pebble Beach. No problems there. That's going to wind up safely in the fairway. So from right around 80 yards or so, this is second. Well, he'll be disappointed with that, no doubt.
Yeah, swing didn't quite look right on that one. Lovely pitch shot. Just nipped that ball off the turf. Just flew through the air beautifully. Sat down fairly quick as well. Good shot.
So that brushed in for par here at 11, and he's going to stay 2 clear of the field.
First par 3 now on the backside. Frank, this is sort of the forgotten hole, the 12th, 202 yards.
It is. It's in the corner of the golf course. If you look at the right side of the screen, it's very narrow, but that's actually the entry or the gateway. And the reason why I say that, that's the full width of the putting surface. If you're going to take the bunker on, you've got to carry the ball another 8 or 9 yards. But one thing in your favor is this hole plays 10 yards downhill.
Okay, just outside of 10 feet and a birdie chance here at number 12. 11 feet away. So early on the backside here at the 12th hole, missed opportunity. No missteps there. It is a par here at 12. And the lead's going to remain 2. The 13th here at Pebble Beach is sort of a forgotten hole. It's only 401 yards of par 4, but I promise you'll remember it if you make a birdie here, and you'll have a good chance if you put it in the correct position off the tee.
Now, it's in the first cut. There's always a little bit more grass around the ball that has to be factored in.
So now from just into that first cut, he'll ready his approach to this par 4.
It's a solid shot and a green in regulation, but a little away from the band.
A birdie opportunity here at 13.
Well, and he's had great conversion on putts like this. Even when he's not close to the hole, he's left himself with very makeable opportunities.
Okay, not a bad effort. Okay, safely in for par here at 13. And he'll stay at 11 under par.
Frank, the 14th hole, par 5. It is one of the most difficult par 5s in championship golf, isn't it?
It certainly is, Rich. Not just because of the length of the hole, 570 plus yards, but reachable only really by the longest hitters in the right conditions. But it's the third shot. I've got to rank the third shot as probably the hardest short wedge shot, right up there with the 15th hole at Augusta.
Frank, a chance here to get home in 2, a chance maybe to do what Gary Woodland did on his way to winning the 2019 U.S. Open.
Yeah, Gary hit a great 3-wood, but I don't even think he was trying to hit that on the green. Look at that big gaping bunker left and short of that green. You would think that's to be avoided, but no. That's actually where you want to finish up because it's such a hard pitch shot. There's no point laying up. If you can get it into that front bunker, it's a relatively simple splash out shot. One of the few times you want to hit your second shot into a greenside bunker.
And that is not the spot to be.
This one measures out to 15 feet.
Nah, that's going to wander off to the right and leave maybe 2-3 feet coming back. No issues there. It is a par here at 14. And he'll stay right where he is. You may have heard of the 17-mile drive near Pebble Beach. It's scenic. It is one you absolutely want to put on your bucket list, but you don't want to get there by chasing a tee shot onto the road. That's what can happen if you blow it way right here at 15, if you do keep it in play. At 393 yards, this 15th hole is absolutely one on which you can make a birdie. And that was flirting with disaster the whole way, and it's going to wind up hopping into the bunker. After a big drive, he'll dig in for a second out of the sand. Okay, a good out, and that's what will remain for birdie. Yes, never in doubt. It's a birdie here at 15. And he draws 3 shots clear on this Friday.
This is a really pretty hole, the par 4 16th. What's the right line here, Frank?
Well, if you want to pick out something on the horizon there, if you look closely down there, the tallest tree in the distance, that's sort of right bang in the middle of the fairway. You will not see your tee shot land and you won't see it run out, but that's the line.
Really took a lot on with that drive, but this is going to wind up in the bunker. Getting some sand in the shoes now. For a second straight hole, he's in the bunker.
Let's put it mildly. The tee shot was good. The bunker shot barely borderline.
Chance now for another birdie.
Well, I've really been impressed with how he's handled the speed on the greens, but this one is going to be a tester down the hill.
Yeah, that's not bad. He was hoping that would come down a little more, but that's good effort. Okay, that'll be a par here at 16, and this will remain a 3-shot lead. If you stop for just a moment, it can really hit you where you are and what's happened here. This 17th hole at Pebble Beach, the par 3. Jack with a 1-iron that hit the flagstick in 1972 on his way to winning the U.S. Open Championship. And then a decade later, Tom Watson from just long of the green, chipping in for a birdie to beat Jack Nicklaus. Yeah, history made here at the 17th hole. Okay, a little local knowledge there. He gets that ball to work back onto the green. And now a birdie putt coming up.
21-foot putt set to go.
That's going to scoot a foot or two by. No problems there. That's par here at 17. And he's going to hold on to that 3-shot lead.
Frank, you don't need to say a whole lot. AT&T, Pebble Beach.
It's such a beautiful finishing hole, Rich. Two of my favorites really are this hole here, just looking at that tee shot, and the 18th at St. Andrews because of exactly where you are. But you know, this hole, when you look at the water there, Stillwater Cove, it's so beautifully framed by the bunkers. And then when you start to look at the tee shot, you start to notice what the designer's done, just leaving the tree there in the middle of the fairway. So the decision is, do I play short, left, or right? And it's not the only tree on the hole, too, because that upcoming second shot, you have another tree short right to contend with. But if there's ever a hole you want a birdie to finish, this is the one.
Looking for a strong finishing kick here on this Friday to get set up for the weekend, and that another good drive here. Definitely within range of getting home in too. This his second. Had half the equation on that shot. The distance, not quite the accuracy. Missed it. Hair to the right.
Yeah, not quite a foul ball. Kept it in the ballpark, and well, let's see how good you can chip.
Now this for another birdie. Yeah, it's a birdie at the last. And this is a second straight super round. This one ace 66. So another look at the leaderboard, and you'll almost do a double take, Frank. Our featured golfer with a commanding lead through 36 holes.
So far, it's just been just a clinic again. I know I use that word a lot, Rich, but it looks like two different players. One at the top and, well, the chasers. Different league.
Till next time, for our entire cast and crew, I'm Rich Lerner. This has been a presentation of EA Sports PGA Tour Golf. So long, everybody.